Hey everybody, welcome to Pop Culture Philosophers. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups, and it's time for the weekly Pop Culture Wrap-Up. That's right, everybody. Thanks for checking out the video. I'm Rockin Robbie Billups. This is the weekly Pop Culture Wrap-Up. It's the show where I go over the week's pop culture news, mostly comic books and movies. Let's get right into it. DC's bringing us Fear State. Fear State is going to be a Gotham-centric, horror-driven event throughout the Batman titles. This will start in August with Batman Fear State Alpha. It's a one-shot. It's going to continue. I'm pretty sure the main story is in Batman 112 through 117, and of course it will reverberate throughout all of the Bat titles. Harley Quinn, Catwoman, and I'm assuming even some of the others as the months progress. This is all going to be building up into Halloween. It's going to be focused in on what Scarecrow's up to, the events spinning out of A-Day, the stuff with Simon Saint, all of the stuff that led into the Gotham future state, the magistrate and all that stuff. This is what this is dealing with. Batman's been a really solid title right now. I'm really liking the direction. I really like the connective tissue between all of the Bat books. Hell, as far as DC in general, really liking this one. So I'm really excited for this event. I love that they say it's horror-centric. That really fuels me. And of course, this is going to bring in some new ideas, some things will never be the same type moments or whatever, but we are finally getting a new ongoing Batman book focusing on Jace Fox. That's right, I Am Batman launches in August along with the Fear State stuff, and this is dealing with first of all, it's a direct sequel to Next Batman Second Son, and this is where Jace's journey to becoming the next Batman is officially going to start in this ongoing series. Like I said, the Zero issue, which is written by John Ridley and has artwork by Travel Foreman, will be coming out in August of this year. Black Panther is being relaunched in August from Marvel Comics. Ta-Nehisi Coates is ending his run, I think, next week or something like that. And so who's coming in? John Ridley. We were just talking about John Ridley because he's the one that's been writing the next Batman, Second Son, and he will be writing I Am Batman, the Jace-centric book with his journey to becoming Batman. But he's also going to now be the writer on Black Panther. John Ridley, if you didn't know, already also just got the gig to be the screenwriter of Black Panther World of Wakanda. He's also an Academy Award-winning writer for the film 12 Years a Slave. So I definitely feel like Black Panther is in incredibly capable hands with John Ridley, and Juan Cabal is going to be doing the art. And Juan Cabal is such an amazing artist, clean, beautiful layouts. His images have room to breathe. He's got a great sense of flow and energy. Check out his work on the Tom Taylor Spider-Man book. I think that was Friendly Neighborhood. Really solid stuff there. Defenders returns with a 5-issue miniseries, and this is going to be written by Al Ewing with artwork by Javier Rodriguez. I'm a big fan of Rodriguez's artwork. I love it. It's always colorful. It's always interesting. It's always got great dynamic perspective attached to it. And Al Ewing is doing this Defenders book, which is spinning out of the events of Marvel Comics 1000, which came out like over a year ago that nobody really seemed to care about, and now we're getting the resolution of all the Masked Rider or Raider or whatever kind of stuff. Feels a bit ill-timed, like maybe this should have come out a lot sooner when people maybe remembered that book, because as of right now, I don't hear any chatter about Marvel Comics 1000, but I know there are some Defenders fans out there. We're going to see some fan favorites like Doctor Strange and Silver Surfer on this team, as well as some new faces and new members. New faces, new members, all that jazz. Darkhawk is returning with a new series written by Kyle Higgins with artwork by Juanan Ramirez. I'm a big Darkhawk fan. I loved Darkhawk when I was a kid in the 90s. You know, in your adolescent years, Darkhawk was just absolutely perfect, but we got a new character as Darkhawk. I really wish it was Chris, but it's not, so whatever. I actually like the costume character design, so I'm excited to see what will happen here. Kyle Higgins is a very strong and capable writer, so we shall see. Don't expect this to be ongoing for too long because you know how these things go. Winter Guard is releasing in August from Marvel Comics, a 4-issue miniseries capitalizing on the Black Widow movie, which will be releasing, of course, in July. This one's going to be written by Ryan Cady with artwork by Jan Palzadua. I don't really care that much about the Winter Guard, but this is, like I said, capitalizing on the movie. It's going to be focusing on Yelena Belova and Red Guardian and the whole Winter Guard team, which I think there are very strong rumors, if not leaks, that they're in the Black Widow movie. Like, of course they are, but anyway, that's coming out. Spirits of Vengeance, Spirit Rider is a new one-shot. So apparently there's this Spirits of Vengeance one-shot series going on that we didn't even realize, but like Return to Vengeance were one, or whatever that one was called. So this is the next one, and this is bringing back the character of Kushala, who was introduced in Doctor Strange and the Sorcerer Supreme. She was the Sorcerer Supreme and the Spirit of Vengeance in the 1800s, so they're bringing her back for a one-shot, and they're setting up a lot of stuff for the potential of a return of a Ghost Rider book. It seems like lately the Ghost Rider books just don't work, and that's kind of tragic because Ghost Rider's a great concept and a great idea, but we know that Jason Aaron has been building up the Spirit of Vengeance as being one of the ancient totems of the Marvel Universe, so I'd like to see more get into this. Oh, the other interesting thing, this book is co-written by Taboo from the Black Eyed Peas, and honestly, me and Jay Strick been re-listening, I should say, to a lot of Black Eyed Peas at work here lately, so... Yeah, why not? King Spawn is officially announced for August. Very excited for this. It's going to be a $5.99 book, but it seems like it's going to be rather meaty because there's a lot of artists attached to it. It's going to be written by Sean Lewis and Todd McFarlane, but artwork from Javier Fernandez, Philip Tan, and a whole bunch of others. Not much is really known about the series yet. Obviously, King Spawn is a slight reference to King Conan. The cover looks dope, Spawn's great, and I'm excited for this. Deadbox is a new one from Vault Comics coming out in August. It's written by Mark Russell with artwork by Benjamin Tiesma. It's a really interesting concept. It's about a town who's haunted by a DVD rental box, like a red box, but a dead box. Get it? It seems silly enough, but Mark Russell is a hell of a writer, and I know that there's going to be some nice subtextual relevance to this story, as well as just that crazy fun concept that I just cannot wait to see how that's going to hit. Deadbox comes out from Vault in August. Then we have Echo Lands from Image in August. This is the J.H. Williams long-awaited book. It's all going to be done in this beautiful, kind of like a layout. J.H. Williams' artwork is amazing. It speaks for itself. This story is about the last war on Earth and the woman who's kind of like responsible for it with her thieving hands or something like that. All I know is if J.H. Williams is doing a new book, I am going to check it out. They're all going to be like landscape, beautiful flowing images, and that's what Williams does, so I'm very excited. That's Echo Lands from Image Comics. Better Angels, a Kate Warren adventure, is releasing from Boom Studios in August. This is written by Jeff Jensen with artwork by Jeff Shaw, and this one is George Shaw, my bad. And this one is about the woman who saved Lincoln. So we all know that Lincoln was assassinated in 1865, but apparently in his first year of presidency, there was an assassination attempt. And America's first female detective was the one who kind of saved Lincoln, and that's what this story is going to be about. Also from Boom, we have Eat the Rich. Eat the Rich is going to be written by Sarah Gailey with artwork by Pius Bach. I'm not familiar with these characters or with these creators. The book says it's something about the evil secret about rich society or something like that. But if you look at the solicitations when they say, oh, it's perfect for fans of Nailbiter, if you look at the covers, if you look at the artwork, I think there's some cannibalism involved. You know me, I'm always down for a good book about cannibalism. So there you go. Eat the Rich in August from Boom Studios. The Unbelievable Unteens drops from Dark Horse Comics in August. It's from the world of Black Hammer. You know what that means? It means it's written by Jeff Lemire with artwork by Tyler Crook. Tyler Crook is an amazing artist. Think Harrow County. Think Colonel Weird and the Cosmogog or whatever. That was the last one he worked on in the Black Hammer universe with Jeff Lemire. Fantastic book. I'm excited for this one. It's about a woman who created a comic book called The Unbelievable Unteens, and then one of her characters appears in her real life, and it starts questioning what is reality, what is fiction, and that just was right up my alley. IDW is launching Star Trek The Next Generation Mirror War in August with an issue number 0, then an 8-issue series and 4 one-shots spread throughout. That's a year-long Mirror Universe Next Generation-centric event. It's done by the Tiptons. All of us who read Star Trek books from IDW, we are very familiar with their work. This is probably not going to be like the best comic book on shelves for that year, but it's going to be really fun and I'm excited to check it out. Batman Caped Crusader is a brand new animated series, probably on HBO Max, but no confirmation on that I could find, but it's by Bruce Timm, J.J. Abrams, and Matt Reeves. Of course, we know J.J. Abrams. Of course, we know Matt Reeves is the one doing the new Batman movie. And of course, Bruce Timm, we all know who he is, so it's kind of a no-brainer for WB to get Bruce Timm attached to this. This is something completely different, a reimagining of the mythology and the world of Batman, and I'm rather excited for it. So let's see what happens. Super Pets is getting an animated movie, and The Rock is playing Crypto. Okay, we already have The Rock as Black Adam. I guess that's cool enough, but sure, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, can voice Crypto in a Super Pets animated film. Alright, Disney announced that Hocus Pocus 2 is in fact actually happening. It will debut on Disney Plus, and it will have the entire original cast returning. I know a lot of fans of Hocus Pocus are out there, so rejoice, this news is official now. I watched that Snake Eyes trailer. It was alright. It's more of a teaser. Didn't really show us anything. This movie comes out at the end of July, like July 23rd. And we're just now seeing this little snippet. It looks a little bit generic. You don't see Snake Eyes in the costume. It is an origin story, so maybe that's why at the end I'm sure we'll get the full-fledged Snake Eyes. But nothing about the trailer made me go, man, I really got to check that out, aside from the fact that, oh, it's Snake Eyes. Other than that, it could just be any generic ninja action movie, but like I said, it's just a teaser, so let's see. Speaking of teasers, No Sudden Move released a very small teaser. This is the new Steven Soderbergh film. I'm a huge Soderbergh fan. This movie has an amazing cast. Benicio del Toro, Don Cheadle, David Harbour, Brendan Fraser, John Hamm. The list goes on and on and on. It seems like it's going to... I don't know what it's at. Like, the teaser doesn't do anything. All I need to know is Soderbergh and some of that cast, and I'm sold. This comes out July 1st on HBO Max. I think it's like a heisty type thing. I don't know. It's very Soderbergh appropriate, I'm sure. Fear Street is arriving in Netflix in July. It's going to be 3 movies, a trilogy of movies. Fear Street, of course, is the R.L. Stine book series. It's kind of like Goosebumps, but it was for a little bit of an older audience, more like preteen and teenagers. I remember loving Fear Street books when I was a kid. The covers on the Fear Street books still are just super exceptionally awesome. So I'm excited to see this get adapted or reimagined into this film trilogy. And what's really interesting is that we get a different movie each week throughout July, and they're going to be time jumping and telling different stories from the book. The first one is 1994, then 1978, and then 1666, and all 3 are supposed to tie in together to tell one massive story, I guess, about Fear Street. So that's pretty freaking cool. And then, yes, I watched it, the Friends reunion trailer. Why not? I have watched all of Friends before. I think it's something that most white people that lived in the 90s feel like they have to do. We don't, but I did it and I rather enjoyed it, and I'm not looking forward to this reunion, but after watching that trailer for it, like, I'm kind of pumped. I mean, honestly, seeing them back together, seeing the emotions involved, I don't know. I'd rather have another Seinfeld reunion, you know, personally, but that's fine. How about Sports Night? How about a Sports Night reunion? You know, they just did the West Wing one. How about a Sports Night reunion? And let's just bring back Sports Night. Anyway, the Friends reunion debuts May 27th, and I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. You know, here at PCP, we're not really into the term of guilty pleasure because we take pleasure in the things that we like. But yeah, this is a guilty pleasure, me watching this Friends reunion. Anyway, that's what we got for you this week. What's coming up here at PCP? Well, unfortunately, no Rockin Robbie live on Sunday night. That's because the computer, which we know has been on its way out, has finally crapped out, cannot connect to the internet. It's just a mess right now. So we're going to go for the next few weeks on a streamlined backup laptop. We got something in the works. We got a new machine coming already. Thank you so much for your support, and things will be bigger and badder. So maybe for the next couple, 2 to 3 weeks, there won't be a Rockin Robbie live, really, because I don't like doing Rockin Robbie live if I can't give it my all. So there will be live streams. I will still be touching base with you, possibly even on Sunday nights, but there won't be anything this Sunday night, and we're retooling everything. And then when Rockin Robbie Live officially returns in a few weeks for the full-on show, it will be like the same thing you've seen before, but hopefully a little bit more polished. I don't know. We have very exciting things in store. Also coming up, of course, the weekly comic book review. I got the top 10 video I do over at Jim Mint Collectibles. Our second episode dropped. I hope you check that out. Tonight on Dylan's Horror Show, we're going to be talking about The Burning, the best summer camp slasher film of all time. What's a Friday the 13th? It doesn't matter. The Burning. That's what we're talking about tonight on Dylan's Horror Show. Link in the description down below. Also, we got a PCP exclusive. That's right, the very first Pop Culture Philosophers exclusive variant cover for Blood, Skulls, and Chrome #1, a Ghost Rider 1973 #1 homage by Jonathan Lau. It's a fantastic cover. We're selling colors, trade dress edition, and the black and white Virgin edition, all for a set for $24 with $6 shipping in the US. Email us over at popculturephilosophers@gmail.com to get an invoice and then reserve your copy before they run out, because they are starting to trickle down. So you might want to go ahead and jump on it while you have a chance. And yes, of course, I will sign it if you want me to. It will have our logo on the back. It will be big. It'll be nice. I'm very freaking excited. Michael Morisi is supposed to be on the show on Thursday night. Friday night, PCP movie night. It's Jay Strick's pick, The Shining. Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, and I'm very pumped for that. So anyway, thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the support. Please do join us over at popculturephilosophers.com for podcast blogs and a whole lot more. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And that's basically it. I've been Rockin Robbie Billups. Thanks for rocking with us. Keep on living.